Here's Stanford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the punt, just 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
36-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a game.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Booker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Myers' kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
Broncos 3, Chargers nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the...
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Trey Flowers.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Trying for Brown, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a 2nd option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Tate. Golden Tate's gonna go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Golden Tate with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Well, this, of course, a division game, but Charger head coach Anthony Lynn, no stranger to the Bronco organization. He spent 4 of his 6 seasons as a player in a Bronco uniform, and in fact, he has 2 Super Bowl rings to prove it from 1997 and 98.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
2nd and 2. At the
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And he finds Gronk. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, Stafford. Short throw to Smith. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
From the 50 at Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Fournette on the counter, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10. At their own.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Ford. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Touchdown, Charger.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Amani Hooker up for the tackle.
Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Marcel Darius in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Pretty move. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Phillip Rivers and his Chargers about ready to take over again. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
The handoff to Kareem Hunt.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Rivers. Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Intended for Kareem Hunt. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
10 yards on the
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 27, Rivers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. Rivers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun. Rivers, he'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Bass is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 13, Broncos 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10 at their own 27.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Short throw to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Jonnu Smith. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford looks to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Broncos on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 14. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
31-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
For Kareem Hunt, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
Matthew Stafford sacked. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. The first team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Rivers pass.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a 1st down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Rivers on the money, complete. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Rivers pass.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And They need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him, because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Again, it's Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
The tackle made by Cameron Wake. It's a gain of a yard.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford dumping this off underneath to Booker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
The Broncos send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
The Chargers take over first.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
On play action, Rivers. They'll find Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the run, this is Hunt. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 20-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Chargers, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.